U.S. intelligence will certainly be helping the French as they investigate those attacks.
Representative Adam Schiff from Burbank is the ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee, and he joins us live by phone from Washington. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us what you're hearing tonight?
Well, we've been checking in periodically with the intelligence community. We're obviously offering all assistance we can to the French. They're very strong allies of ours and great partners in terms of our intelligence work. We don't yet know who is responsible. It certainly looks like it could be either ISIS or Al-Qaeda. They have both the motivation and the wherewithal to mount this kind of attack. But it may be some time before we get a good handle on just the full number of attackers, whether any of them were known to French authorities prior to now. But if this is typical of other attacks we've seen in the past, right now intelligence authorities are working to exploit any of the electronic devices that were seized from the attackers to determine what connections they might have, as well as if there are any other co-conspirators out there.
Well, we've learned throughout the day, coordinated, apparently well-planned attacks and the symbolism of the targets, cafes, a nightclub, the National Soccer Stadium, all beloved parts of Parisian culture, obviously. But do you believe the targets were chosen to actually send a message?
Well, I think the broad message is that they can attack in the heart of Europe at a time of their choosing, and they can wreak havoc, that notwithstanding our best efforts and notwithstanding our intelligence resources and that of our allies, that nonetheless they're able to mount very effective wide-scale attacks to terrorize people. I don't know whether those particular targets were meaningful, apart from the fact they were in the center of life in Paris, and certainly a soccer match of that kind of visibility between France and Germany would capture the world's attention, as indeed it did.
What do we believe are the capabilities of ISIS to conduct a similar attack here in the U.S.?
Well, we have a natural advantage in being surrounded by oceans. It makes it more difficult for terrorists to get here. It makes it easier for us to track their movements. But we're not immune from this kind of violence, and unfortunately we've seen it on our shores, sometimes in the form of homegrown radicals. We don't have the same magnitude of the problem that Europe has with people joining the fight in Syria and Iraq and then coming back. We have had some Americans do that, but it's a more finite number. That's not beyond our capability of trying to keep an eye on. So we have some natural advantages that the Europeans don't, but at the same time, none of us are immune from this kind of violence.
Well, President Obama, sir, called France our oldest ally today. How well do we share intelligence in the war on ISIS, and how much can we help their government? I mean, how much can we learn from all of this?
We share intelligence a great deal, and the French are terrific partners. And, you know, the reality is that working together, we have much stronger capabilities than on our own. So we will be working with the French now. They will have leads about who some of these attackers may be. They'll obviously have anything that was seized that was on the person of these attackers. We can then run the names and the numbers through our database, and we may come up with other connections. We may be able to hear things the French can't hear, and vice versa. So we'll be extensively sharing information, as will all of the members of the coalition, so that we can bring to justice those that are responsible and so that we can more effectively fight this scourge of terrorism.
All right. Thank you so much, Representative Adam Schiff of Burbank, live on the phone from Washington for us tonight. Thank you, sir, so much. Meanwhile, we will have more on the terror in Paris in this newscast and on KCAL 9 News at